Welcome back to another episode of Conversations in My Living Room. It's been a while I've done this. It's been a minute, you understand? So, we are here in the studio with Osaze. What's the way now, brother?
Right,
Please introduce yourself. He's Osaze, but let him introduce himself.
My name is Osaze Kelvin. Different people know by different things. People call me Saze, some people call me Waka Express. That's my business. I was a student of Benin, so we go way back.
Way back,
yes.
These Port Harcourt days and all.
Yeah.
Understand? So, basically, I texted him and I'm like, see, you've had some experience with business and I would want you to just come and give me your experience. To be exact, the logistics business. I remember that time, that was 2022.
Yeah, 2022, yeah.
Like, say, before I go Port Harcourt that time, we talk, say, how far more start this business and all.
Yeah.
You get me? I go trade forex. I go Port Harcourt, go trade forex.
I mean, you made money from forex.
Bro, I made and I lost I lost it.
I remember the story.
You remember the story?
I remember the story, yeah.
Wait, so maybe we leave out. Let's leave that story for another day. But we talked about starting that business together and I go focus on forex. And you went ahead and did that business. You understand? From the registration and everything.
Yeah.
It was mad. I was happy when I saw you do what you did with that business here in Benin. It was mad. I understand that you took that business to you made it sustain you.
Yeah.
You get that was something that's something a lot of people find hard to do, especially with this logistics in Benin City.
Yeah.
You understand? So basically, I want you to just talk about your experience with the whole thing. Like, what were your challenges? How was it like generally? Because till now, I can remember you telling me how much you were making a month, but I can't remember exactly.
The figures
and all. So like, all those kind of gist now, if you just drop them now, for like person that way won't go into the logistics business, what would you say they should expect from the whole thing?
First of all, I feel like your greatest asset in logistics has to be people management, because most of the problems, most of the challenges, most of the issues you're going to face, is like from people, both your customers, the riders, the people that riders meet on the road, because they meet a lot of law enforcement. They meet people that caution them for where they park, people that caution them for beating traffic lights, those kind of people. So you're going to be dealing with people management mostly more than... I feel like that's the biggest part of logistics, and that was also the most challenging part of it, managing the people involved in it. Because trust me, these riders have their own agenda, they have their own things in mind, right? So, and which you can never know about, because they obviously come with that good persona.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So, but then when they get used to you, they start misbehaving. Sometimes they start misbehaving, for other reasons other than just trying to frustrate you. Sometimes, I pay like 40,000 monthly. That was how that's how it was before, and most other logistics, some of them don't pay up to that amount, some pay up to that amount. But then you know how the climate in Nigeria is right now. A man who is earning 40,000, 50,000 obviously can't take care of what's going on in his house, or just himself. He doesn't have a household, just himself. That's not enough money. So sometimes they do some dubious things to try to make ends meet for themselves. So the greatest challenge you have in logistics is definitely people management. Yeah. When I started it, I didn't start it as a business I was in charge of. There was a girl, her name Hotspot Dishes, and she studied logistics before me. She's my friend. So the first one I got, I registered it with her. She was balancing me, the amount of money I didn't know the month, and I was okay with it because
you're not doing anything.
Exactly. I wasn't stressing, and I was getting paid certain amounts, monthly. But then I realized, I was doing it in Benin, but then I wasn't in the States. I was in Abuja at that time when Hotspot was doing it. But then when I was back to Benin, I realized I had time on my hand. Though school was going on, but I had the time on my hand to try it out. So I decided to name it, brand it up by myself, and dive right into it.
At the peak of your business, now how much were you making from it? A month.
As of November 2023, from November 2023 to I think February 2024, that was when I maxed the most amount of money from
business.
The business. Yeah, I was clocking in close to 700. November specifically in 2023. That's when I remember the most because that was the first time I got such figures. So it was almost 700 plus monthly, but then there was a change in power in the country. We all know who assumed
You understand?
office. And when he came in, things got a whole lot more expensive. People started being more dubious. I used to send the bikes to a certain filling station every morning, and the manager fills them up, and then he sends me the
bill.
price. Yes, but then what we're using 6,000, 7,000 to fill up every morning increased. The bike that we're filling up with like 2,000, 2,002, we ended up filling it with like 6,000 right at the time when
Crazy.
power changed. Based on the way the business was going, there was a time where the people on the road became more aggressive towards bike people, and then I also didn't factor in the fact that these bikes are like machines. With time,
You will.
they wear out, and their longevity is not as much as that of cars or other things. By the time it's approaching the 2 years mark, that bike that you were repairing maybe twice a month, you end up repairing it almost every day, and it's not even the fault of like the
Driver.
riders or stuff like that. And then you need to be careful with the kind of packages you pick up, because there was a time when a certain customer of mine, she stays in Saple, she sends a package to Benin. I always deliver packages for her, so on a certain day I sent riders to go and pick it up. Police intercepted him along the way and happened to check the bag. There were pills inside. I have no idea what the pills are, but they were
Crazy.
green. There were pills inside.
Green
And then
pills.
they apprehended the rider they sent for me who owns it. I couldn't go obviously because
You were smart.
anything that takes me to that police station,
You are gone now.
I'm not coming out. There's no way I can explain that.
Oko. They pass like that.
Exactly. There's no way I can explain that. I had no idea what was going on. So
Yeah.
my dad had to, step in for that one, and we paid quite a lot of money. After paying 350,000 to resolve the whole issue at the police station, we had to pay set another amount of money to bill
Bike.
the rider and the bike. Yeah, so everything was clocking to almost $500,000, and then not so long after that, this same rider had an accident along Sapler.
Wahala.
So there were just like a lot of challenges in this. This is the people management I'm talking about, because this had nothing to do with me. I did not cause any of it. There was nothing I could have done to
Avoid
prevent this from
these
happening.
things.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of things that happen. Sometimes riders run away with goods. There was a time a rider tried to outsmart me, but because I take record of like everything that's going on, I was just finding out that there was an amount of money missing. And then when I tried to talk to him about it, he tried to deny it, but then I got to the bottom of it and ended up speaking to the customer wrongly, because I believed what he was saying over what the customer was saying. Only for her the customer, she sent soldiers.
To you.
To me, yeah. Her daughter was not too far from me, so her daughter confronted me and was like, why did I speak
to her mom like that? I don't
And
know this one. No.
yeah, I didn't even know it was her mom.
Yeah.
So her mom apparently her mom's brother is a soldier, so he came that night to come and meet me. And it was heated, it was very serious. And after I explained to him, we were able to go and like bring the rider.
Did they slap you?
No, thank God they did not. But they really, really dealt with
The rider
that day, yeah, just on my behalf and stuff, because if I ended up finding out that it was just miscommunication and everything was on the path of this rider. So there's lots of ups and downs, and if you're not strong enough, you might not be able to, withstand what is going on. I think the best thing to do, like I did, was just get a manager.
What would be your tips on people management?
Don't be too nice to these people, because when I started out, most of the people that were working for me were senior to me, right? So, and we're brought up in this society that thrives on respect for your elders and stuff. So, I was trying to be friendly with, everybody, trying to make them understand that, we are one family. And sometimes when they do something wrong, I don't shout. I try to understand them and just like brush it off. So, there came a point in time where it was like they were trying to like take me for a ride and stuff. So
As per rider now, they want ride bike, come still ride owner of bike.
so I had to become stricter. Let me just put it like that. I had to become stricter with the people that I was working with. I wasn't wicked or per se, but I was just strict. I was easy to let them go. I was easy to punish them. You know, when they commit offense that doesn't make sense, I will deduct it from your salary. And even if at the end of the day your salary is minute at when it's time to give it to you, I will not feel any type of way like giving it to you, because initially when I did it, I started feeling some type of way giving people half of their salaries or being too strict on them. But then I realized that the only way to save that business was to know when to be nice to them, you know, and when to also,
Like as
be strong. Yeah,
strict or no,
yeah,
whether they senior you or not.
yeah. Whether they're senior you or not,
You're paying
they are
their
paying their
salary.
salary.
You get. I feel like one thing also is that people should learn how to sack faster.
Yeah,
You understand? Hire fast, sack or fire
fire it. Let's put it like
faster.
that.
You
Yeah,
understand?
fire faster. Yeah, they stole a bike of mine when I don't know if you are aware, but
You told me.
Yeah,
But
I
don't know
wasn't-
the story.
I was in Abuja that evening, and then the rider called me and said he doesn't know where the bike is. I thought it was a joke because the tracker immediately told me.
It's
I
insane.
was
I play.
I was at a party with Meme, and immediately he told me I had to go outside. I tried to check the
They try to
tracker.
track your bike.
I tried to track it like immediately, and I noticed,
My iPhone.
bro, I noticed that I couldn't track it. It was completely disabled. So I threatened him, talk and talk, tried to get him to go and find the bag that night. I didn't find it. I had to arrest him. We took the issue to the police station. It was messy. He had to get locked up for some days. After a lot of fights and all, we decided that there was no way he could pay me back the money for that bike. And personally, I know he didn't steal it, but to just serve as as an scapegoat to the remaining people that, oh, you are responsible for this thing. It's, in as much as I'm the owner, you are the one that's responsible for it at this point. It's in your hand. It's more or less your property at this point.
I really want to understand the story behind the story where he gives you. Maybe not a story from another day, but I want to understand how somebody like at least they drive back.
Yeah, he said the person, whoever might have stolen it, didn't put it on. He must have. I don't know how these things work.
Rode
but
it. When
yeah,
he
they
left
were
it, I
good
went to do what?
He parked it outside and went into his house in the night. Apparently, his compound wasn't fenced.
I feel like as a business owner for a logistics brand or
Yeah.
whatever, me personally, from your story, I would want to keep my bags in like where I can secure them overnight.
He could have an office for that.
You understand? Whether they stay, I don't know where I want to. Ubioko, they stay Delta State, they stay Warri. See, that's how you know serious people.
Yeah.
Because our parents growing up, some of this like they feel go stay on that like ending of the city, but they get to work
yeah.
every single time,
Yeah.
like
That's a valid
on
point.
time. You understand? So if you are serious about your job, you will leave wherever you are to come and work.
Come on, work here.
Understand? So me now, I will advise anybody that's going to logistics, like make sure you're in charge of securing your bikes overnight.
Yeah.
Understand? Because I don't think they can steal bikes that they are riding.
Yeah, they cannot share.
You understand? So that's one. That kind of thing. Is there any other thing you want to add?
To sum it all up, Sha, I feel like the most important things in logistics as a business, both interstates, within states, and all that, you just need to have people management skills, because you are going to be dealing with a lot of people, and you know how human beings can be.
Customers,
You know how human
the
beings can be.
riders.
Sometimes rain will be falling and the
Bro.
customer is just shouting on you that you haven't delivered her food. And you know how girls can be saucy sometimes.
Oh!
Yeah, so
I'm not saying no drama.
yeah, there was
a
a girl one time who her boyfriend bought food from her for her, and I just started the business. It was, you know where bypass is? That was where the delivery was going to. But then I didn't want to fuck anybody up. Sorry for the language. I didn't want to spoil any order or disappoint anybody. So I drove there by myself. I didn't use the bike. I drove there by myself. And you know how that road gets. It was horrible. I had to park somewhere and take a bike to go and deliver. And while I was going to meet this girl, she kept calling, saying all kinds of things. I just kept saying, sorry ma, sorry ma, sorry ma, because you know, you have to please the customers. But I know in my mind it was very, 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 it was annoying. It was somehow, but like I just had to do it.
When she see saying owner of business can't give her my food, how did she feel? What was her reaction?
I mean, she kept talking. She kept talking the way she was talking. But like some people do appreciate it when you know come by yourselves.
I really hope say you receive award for best business owner that year.
The best way to actually make sales in logistics is to partner with brands. Yeah, I partnered with SJ Grill. I had a rider he was more or less working for them, you know. So I was already assured of a good number of
Orders on a daily basis.
from that side. You know, I worked with different. You know, there are these offices that deal on waybills coming from different parts of the country to Benin. You know, and so I dealt with them too. Like, sometimes in the morning they call, they give you about 6-7 packages with the address and phone number of the recipients. So you just
I feel like that period you also learned that there was money in logistics because I saw you wanted to go all in on it.
Yeah, I
wanted to go interstate and all.
Yeah, that's still part of the plans. It's just the amount of money it takes to do that is not a joke.
It's a whole lot.
Yes,
because Nigeria will collect their own.
It's really not a joke.
Nigeria will collect their own.
So first of all, the money for the registrations on that is actually not a small thing. Yeah,
you don't want to go there, Sha, but it's all good. You talked about starting a new business now. Yeah, what business was that?
Oh yeah, I have keen interest in like gadgets and electronics. So, yeah. So, I'm going into that right now, starting from the 1st of next month. So that would be a second stream of income that I'm hoping to like
take advantage of. I trust you.
Yeah.
Like the way you take manage your logistics business, I was very like proud of you.
Thank you.
So I feel like say you go kill them for
by the grace of God.
You finish work. I know. I understand.
By the grace of God.
I know. Say
we have to do anything to survive in this economy.
You go feature,
you know.
Bro. Things in I started to do content. I'll be my clear. Have you registered the business or have you gotten a name or no?
You know, I'm not. I don't like doing all those things for myself. So I got people who like.
Okay, as per boss.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it by myself.
I got people that would handle all of that for me. But I have a name given to me by someone very special.
Idiot.
So the name she gave is Kadjet.
Kadjet.
Yeah, it's a fanciful play on that word.
Kelvin
gadgets
and
gadgets.
Kelvin. So guys, from next month, June 1st, this gadget store will be opening, and any gadget you want in Nigeria, you get.
Come on, change your PS5
Come
parts.
on, change anyone.
Your own.
I will come on your ticket. Then you say I want to PS5. You tell me say man can't change. What say you worry with that? What think they do now? But anyhow, everywhere good. I appreciate you showing up. This is 11 and you pulled up. My brother, I really appreciate.
Yeah, no problem.
All for the content. So you guys like, subscribe, do what you gotta do. Share to your friends that want to start logistics business and all.
And you too that start logistics business. Don't think about it too much. Just
start.
Just start.
Your rider will fuck you up, but no panic.
No panic. Zero panic.
Zero panic.